Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. This week's What's for Dinner video is a collab with Bethanie from over at Budget Bethanie. I will put a link to her video in my description box below. Make sure y'all go check her out and let her know I sent you. And if you're over here from her channel, hello and welcome. These are my best friends, Kim and Aaron. Kim's dad lives in Alaska, and they recently visited him and did some fishing and caught this huge halibut. So we went over for dinner, and I'm going to help Kim cook it. So we just boiled some baby potatoes with corn on the cob. There's just some butter and salt in there. And then the technique with the halibut was kind of interesting. So you boil a big pot of water with 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of salt, and then the halibut is cut into bite-sized pieces. And as the water boils, you just drop in a handful at a time, and as soon as they come to the top, you go ahead and take them out because they cook really fast. Now this is just a couple of sticks of butter melted, and you put the halibut from the boiling water into the butter, and that was probably the best fish I have ever eaten in my life. We just served it in the butter with a side of coleslaw and then the potatoes and corn. Kim also made a little side of butter with garlic, and that's what you see there. It was delicious. And happy birthday to me. My sister cooked some chicken stew for the family. And on this night, we are having Chickencacciatore. I have had this on my channel before. So I'm just going to boil 3 bags of rice. It might have been 4 bags because I was feeding the family. And then a pack of boneless, skinless chicken breast cut into bite-sized pieces. And then you will need 2 cans of tomatoes, diced, whatever flavor you choose, or just regular tomatoes. And you just cook the chicken and then add the 2 cans of tomatoes with 2 packets of the dried Italian seasoning mix. Now the chicken is not in it at this point because I cooked the chicken separate so that I could take my daughter's meal out because my daughter does not eat meat. So once I take my daughter's out, I am going to add the chicken and let that simmer for a few minutes. And then we just serve this over rice with a salad that is just lettuce and ranch, and eat it with a couple of pickles. And I will show y'all my plate whenever I get it made. And that is my plate. It was delicious. This is another one of the family favorites. And on this night, I am making chili. So this is just a smaller pot of chili. I normally make more, but I was only feeding a few people on this night. So I just have 1 pound of ground beef, a packet of chili seasoning mix, a can of chili beans, a can of pinto beans, a can of diced tomatoes, and I'm only going to use half a can of that tomato sauce. And then I'm going to add about 4 ounces of water. So again, I'm going to put everything together in 1 pot and let that cook for 15 to 20 minutes minus the ground beef so that I can take my daughter's dinner out before I add the ground beef. And I'm just going to cook that separate. Here I'm seasoning the chili with some salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. I'm just cooking the ground beef on the side, and I will season it and drain it. And then once I take my daughter's bowl out, I will just add the ground beef to it. Let that simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes, and dinner is done. I'm going to be serving it with some corn chips on the side, some freshly grated cheddar cheese, and some sour cream and pickles. So at this point, I've taken my daughter's out, and now I'm just adding the ground beef. So here is the shredded cheese with the crackers, corn chips, sour cream, and pickles. And this is my bowl. Of course, I do not eat cheese and sour cream because my stomach doesn't allow it, but everyone else does. So this was our dinner for this night. On this night, I am making some chicken Alfredo. I'm making it very simple. I have some angel hair pasta that I'm going to break in half and boil. And then I cut up my boneless, skinless chicken breast into bite-sized pieces. And I'm just going to cook that while the pasta's cooking. And when the pasta gets done and I drain it, I'm just going to add the jar of Alfredo sauce to it. And then once I get the chicken good and done, I'm also going to add that to the pasta and Alfredo sauce, and that's it. It is that simple. Dinner is served. So that is going to wrap up this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to go over and check out Bethanie's channel, and I will see y'all in my next video.